What up, y'all? It's Araneae Storm checking in for the Moon Sign series. For those of y'all that don't know me or if it's your first time tuning in, my name is Araneae Storm. You can hit me up on all social media at Araneae Storm. I also do Mars activations as well as sorry, y'all. Mercury retrograde is literally right around the corner, so if I slip up on words, I'm just saying. Yeah, it's about that time. But if you would like to check me out for Mars activations or as well as North Node and South Node consultations to get a better sense of where you've been, where you are now, where you're going, and how to use your Mars energy to push you in the direction moving forward, that's what I does. That's what I do. So for y'all that's coming here for the first time and you're finding out maybe that you are a Cancer moon or you know somebody who might be a Cancer moon, I am in Western astrology a Cancer moon in the 5th house. So, I got a really good sense of this energy. Very, very, very precious energy. But if you don't know what it is and you're trying to figure it out, the best way that I can explain it, once again, as always, shout out to Astro Finesse. If y'all haven't checked out Astro Finesse, make sure y'all check out his channel. He's a dope astrologer, and he found a really good way to explain, like, if we're talking about our big 3 or big 4, whatever you are, to my cuspers out there, how you can kind of visualize this energy. So the rising sign to be the outside of the home, how you drive by the home and what you see outside the home, what the home looks like. Your sun sign, and I took a little bit further to say that your sun sign is when you get in the home, what that's looking like, how that's playing out, you know what I mean, where's what, you know what I'm saying? And then you have your moon energy, which it be your bedroom, what your bedroom's looking like, and also who's able to come inside this bedroom. There's only a couple people. I mean, like I said in the other videos, unless you just like that, people who actually come into your bedroom to kind of get a sense of who you are, or people that you shared intimate, moments with and things like that. This would be your moon. This is where it sits. So it's also your relationship with the mother. It's also a relationship with, kind of like how you grew up in your relationship, your connection to the mother, or just connection to divine feminine energy, because the moon rules Cancer. The moon rules Cancer. It's in its home sign when it's in Cancer. Honestly, not trying to be biased, but I feel like it is the best position for, the moon to be in. I mean, I know I'm biased because I am a Cancer moon, but for real, the Cancer moon energy for me, and just in general, is just such, it's energy that everybody seeks. It's energy that everybody wants. It's very nurturing. It's very motherly. It's very, it's unconditional love, unconditional, it's the water, I'm saying? It's crab also energy, but it rules the water. It's the currents, it's the waves, it's, what I'm saying? It's the healing that you need. When you sit by the water, I don't know about all of y'all, but for most of y'all, that, you get by a body of water and it just heals you, through the conversations of listening to the birds fly over your head, or listening to the waves kind of hit shore, how the sand feels, even if you at a beach, how the sand feels when you dig your hands into it, and you can just, it kind of takes you in, it takes you there, or by a swamp, and you're by nature, wherever the case may be. This water is healing energy. It's divine healing energy. It's beautiful. We'll go ahead and start off with the relationship with mother, and then we'll kind of move into some of the qualities of a Cancer moon. Definitely want to check aspects. I'm going to say this with everybody. You definitely want to check the aspects to your moon. This might not resonate for all of y'all, but definitely check that out. And if you need help kind of getting a sense of the moon, you can also book me for that, or just email me at araneastorm@gmail.com, and I can kind of go over, your moon and things like that. For sure. Well, Cancer moon in the mother situation, there's the mother, the relationship, the connection you had to your mom was it definitely could have been very overbearing. This is like the helicopter parent kind of energy. It could have played out like this, or the mother was like very nurturing and wanted to give, it's undying, unconditional love to you. It's very emotional energy. Very, 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 very emotional, deep emotional energy. Sometimes not for all of y'all, but for some of y'all could have felt like, growing up as a child, definitely having to be kind of like the mother emotionally, kind of having to be the mother of your own parent, in a sense of like the emotional needs that your mother needed. You were kind of there to not only take that energy in, but to try to heal that energy or those emotions that your mom was processing and things like that. Very psychic, very intuitive energy. For a lot of y'all Cancer moons, you were probably so in tune with the spirit realm, especially at a young age, that when you tried to like come out and actually talk about those the things that you were seeing, or these spirits or ghosts or deities that you would come in contact with, either your mother encouraged that energy from you, or she could have tried to suppress that energy because she didn't want to feel uncomfortable about it, and she also didn't want other people to make you look or to make you feel like you were crazy, or she might have thought you were crazy because you had such a deep spiritual connection. You could have even had a lineage of people in your family who were able to connect. Any water moons, you definitely want to check whatever your fourth house is, but definitely water moons, like y'all have had a lineage of healers in your family, or people who worked in the occult realm in your family, or just, because the moon also rules, and that's one thing I forgot to mention in the other videos, but it also rules like subconscious and basically hidden secrets and hidden messages and things like that. So this and also Cancer rules time as well. So this is like deep secrets of the past. It's very nostalgic energy, so it's easy for Cancer to reminisce. We'll reminisce on things that have happened in the past, or able to pull up things. Example for myself, I'm an archivist, so I have a really strong interest in like history and knowing like where we come from. It's very root energy, so knowing like where we come from, understanding where we at now, and then kind of like where we're going, or where we've been and like how we can move through that into a new world. Like Cancer's very, very, very good with that. It's like the timekeepers as well as Capricorn of the zodiac. They're the scribes. They're the people that have been there, for centuries at a time. It's the phases of the moon. It's the moon cycle. So, Cancer moon, we definitely have mood swings like shit. Like, and a lot of people are like, oh my God, Cancers are so moody and sensitive and emotional. And I'm just like, well, bitch, you try being all phases of the fucking moon. You try holding in everybody else's energy, or absorbing everybody else's energy when you walk into a room. And this is not, and I'm not saying this shit because I feel bad about this shit. It's just that's what kind of power we possess. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I also love about being a Cancer moon is that because we're comfortable in our home planet here, of the moon, like it's really easy for us to tap into our emotions. It's very easy, if we allow it to. It's very easy for us to tap into our emotions. And what's crazy is the society makes, people feel weak, or make people feel like it's a weakness when you're able to really tap into your emotions, or you're being able to be vulnerable and express how you feel. This is actually what Capricorn or Cancer moon teaches Capricorn moon, is like how to feel into their emotions. And but sometimes Cancer can also go way too overboard because it has so many energies that it's working with at a time. So Cancer has to learn how to, even though it's very empathetic and it feels for people and it feels empathy, Cancer has to understand that it has to learn to separate other people's energy from its own. You have to, because you feel so deeply, not only can you feel your own emotions, but you can feel other people's emotions. So when people do, when you allow people into your space and you don't set boundaries, which Capricorn will do, and you don't set boundaries, it's very easy for people to take advantage of you and your gifts and your kindness and, you know, just the heart that you have, like the, you know, that inside crab shell with the pearl. Like, it's easy for people to want that pearl and see your light, you know, and see your moonlight, and people wanting to take that energy away from you. So you have to be able to kind of pull back sometimes and not give so much. And don't get me wrong, I get it, it's really hard when that's the energy that you carry. Like, you want to give to people unconditionally because that's what mothers do, that's what our mother energy does, or, you know, divine feminine energy does. It gives without conditions. And I'm not saying this is for everybody, you know, but that's the energy on its highest form. Cancers will give that energy, but at the end of the day, you know, this is very much so powerful energy, and you have to be very careful about who you let in, who you let into your spirit, who you let into your emotions, who you let into your energy. I'm not saying to be a cold bitch. That's not what I'm saying. Sometimes you do have to be that way, but for the most part, you just need to be able to discern because you have such a strong intuition. You have such a strong intuition. Cancer, we can pick up, you can pick up when there's some fuck shit amiss. And instead of carrying that, kind of like Taurus moon, instead of carrying that energy along, you have to know when to cut ties and you have to know when to cut ends, because if you don't, there'll be people that will still try to draw from your energy, you know. And like I said, with you being in sync with the phases of the moon, because the moon changes every 2 to 3 days, with you being so in sync with the phases of the moon, it can be so easy for you to switch. It can be so easy for you to change with, you know what I'm saying? So on one end, somebody might be getting, you know, your Pisces moon energy. When the moon is in Pisces, they might be getting that, you know what I'm saying? And then the next minute, as the moon moves into Aries, you're ready to chop somebody's head off. So the people around you need to understand that you know what I'm saying? And also too, not only that you are switching with the phases of the moon, but you can also pick up on their energy as well. They need to understand this. They need to be able to understand, and you also need to be able to understand that you suck in whatever environment, whatever energy is going on in that environment. So you have to be very fucking careful about, and I know I keep saying this, but you have to be very careful about who you give your energy to, who you are hanging around, because you pick up that energy so quick. You know, you suck that in. Emotionally intelligent, very much so family oriented, loves Cancer moons, especially. I know for myself, like, I've always said that I wanted a big family, like always. Like I have a big family myself, a lot of uncles, and things like that, big family and things like that too. But for myself, I was always like, you know, once I'm ready, like, and settle down, like, I want a big family, you know, and I want to be able to give my family like this energy, this loving energy, you know, that they can carry forth to the next generation and the next generation to come. And this might not be for everybody, once again, but I know for me, being a Cancer moon, like, you know, I want to have kids. I want to have a lot of kids. And the person that I'm with has to understand that, you know, I want kids, you know what I'm saying? So, and not, once again, not to say that's you too, but you need to be with somebody who, or people who understand like your need to want to birth and produce. And not even if it's a child, maybe this is like a project, you know, because Cancer is also very creative, you know. Once again, Cancer, I mean, I feel like all can tap into this, but definitely Cancer moons. Like, I'm thinking of Jimi Hendrix right now, because Jimi Hendrix was a Cancer moon. Like, musically, because Cancer's able to tap into people's emotions so deeply, and even its own. Cancer moon is able to pull out so much. Like, so when you listen to a Cancer moon song, it's not just something to play to get you by or get you through the day or whatever the case may be. Like, you feel what the motherfucker's going through. You feel how they felt when they made that song. They can pull. It's easy for Cancer moons. It's easy for us to pull onto your emotional strings. Now, where this can get a little cray. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to throw shade, y'all. I gotta do it. I'm doing it to myself. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no shade. Like, I'm just saying, I'm doing this shit to myself. It's really easy to be emotionally manipulative as well. You know, I definitely do have to say that, because we are able to pick up on other people's emotions. And, you know, Cancers also, when they do get upset, sometimes, and this is something that I've definitely, like, told myself, like, this is something, and we've even had conversations about this, like, because Cancers can intuitively pick up, it's very much so like Scorpio moon, and Pisces to a certain degree, because Cancer can pick up on so much of like subconscious, unconscious things about you, that you might not even know, but you don't actively speak on it. Cancer, when Cancer gets mad, Cancer moon can pull up every motherfucking like subconscious thing to really scar you, to really like break you down. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely say, like, I mean, and if Cancer moon is in that energy for real, like, you might want to move around, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, just know that Cancer knows. Bitch, we know. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might not actively act on that shit, but just know that we know. You know what I'm saying? And if you have an inkling or a feeling, not to say, because sometimes it can be like it can be irrational to a certain degree, especially if you pick, once again, because you're picking up on other energies. That's why it's really, you need to actually ground yourself. You need a lot of time alone as well, like that crab shell. Like, you need to be able to retreat, you know, so you can actually get the energy back. And not only just get your energy back, but you can discern what's real and what might just be some Cancerian, like, I just kind of put this in my head type shit. Like, you need time to like really you need time to evaluate how you feel. But if your mind, or your spirit, I should say, is intuitively picking up on something, you're getting signs, you're getting red flags of shit going down, like, or you're just getting a feeling or an inkling, especially because we're talking, you know what I mean? Like, if you start to pick that energy up, and your body's like trying to tell you like it's something off, 9 times out of 10 probably because it is. And instead of holding it in, or you know, or waiting until the right moment to go in and bust that shit out, just ask, or you know what I'm saying, like, just be like, yo, like, I'm noticing this, something you want to, you know what I mean, like, just go ahead and let it out. I know there's different cases for different faces, I get it, but just ask, so these people know, or that person knows, like, I know, like, you know what I mean, like, I'm picking up on some, you know what I mean, like I said, different cases for different faces, but just know, you know. Feeling to the senses, being able to discern. A lot of people, once again, can take your kindness for weakness. I'm gonna just let y'all know right now, taking a Cancer's kindness for weakness is one of the worst things that you could possibly do, because once Cancer is done, there is no getting that shit back. You're done. Like, and it takes, like, Taurus moon, it takes Cancers a long time to get over, can take Cancers a long time to get over some shit, because it's the feeling. Like, a Cancer moon, you might be over somebody, you might be physically over somebody, but the feeling that you have with that person, or the relationship that you made, or space that you created with that person, you might hold on to because you're chasing that feeling. And one thing you have to understand about yourself is the same feelings that you're looking for outside of yourself, or chasing through somebody else, you already have that within you, you know. And I feel like this is something that you, once you are standing strong on your own, without having to emotionally attach to somebody else to get that high or get that energy or get that rise that you're searching for, you will understand the true power of the moon. You will understand the true power of yourself. You know what I mean? Because you're in yourself. The moon is very mystical. It's very mystical energy. It's the spirit. You know what I mean? It just, what happens on a full moon, G? What happens when the moon is full? It can be very, very destructive. You know what I mean? It can be very, 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 very destructive. And so I say that you want to use your moon energy. You want to use that to only create the things, you know, to only create the things that you want in this world. You know, you can feel something and then that thing outwardly happens in this realm or materializes in this realm because you feel so deeply in that, and your intention that you put into those thoughts and the intentions that you put into your field, you know, the fields can outwardly manifest in the realm, in this world. Your sacred energy, that's one thing I put, your sacred energy, and everybody ain't able. Everybody, yo, slow motion on this side. Bitch, everybody ain't able. And if it's one thing that you learn from your opposite moon sign, G, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Capricorn, you need boundaries from people. You know, you want to be open, and you want to, you know, the water just takes everything in, from the fucking trash to the damn cups. And no, you need, get a net, you know what I'm saying? Get one of them nets and clear all of that bullshit out. You know what I'm saying? If it's not pouring into your cup, you know what I'm saying? If it's not giving you, you know, what you need, if it's not pouring into you once again, what up, y'all? If it's not pouring into you once again, you need to exit, because you'll get into some shit, or you'll be doing something, and it doesn't even have to necessarily be in a relationship. This could just be in your profession or whatever it is, your spirit, whatever it is that you do. You can be just overly giving, and it's not because you're trying to prove anything. It's just because that's your nature. You give. Like, that's what mamas do. That's what motherly energy do. It's a very giving energy. But you got to learn how to receive. You got to understand, like, even though, you know, we call it Capricorn, divine feminine, Capricorn also learning how to receive. You know, you got to learn how to receive. That's one thing you'll learn from Gemini. You'll learn how to receive energy. Before it gets to you, you learn how to, you know, it's messenger energy. So as things coming to it, you have to learn how to receive that energy. And you have to know that you are valuable enough. You are valuable enough to be able to receive. Taurus, you're valuable enough by just being who you are. Aries, to receive that energy. You know, and anybody that's trying to take from you, or, you know what I'm saying, disguise, like, you know, fake ass niceties and bullshit like that, they gotta go, G. They gotta go. Cut them off. Snip, snap, snap. Cut them off. Because it's not for you. You should be able to feel comfortable enough, whoever you with, regardless if it's a relationship or a group of people or whatever, you should be comfortable enough, just off GP of you living your life, to live it for yourself. Be your fucking self. But if there are people around you that are making you push back or push back into it, they ain't for you. That goes to jobs too. You have to be able to express, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Poetry would be a good outlet for you. You know what I'm saying? Poetry, singing, writing, drawing, dancing, you know, like that. Those would be good. Taking time to be off by the water, you know, to rejuvenate you. You know what I'm saying? Very much so, you need that energy. It's easy for you to get attached, but it's also because, you know, Cancer, the emblem for Cancer, even though it's the crab, it's also the duality of both the masculine and feminine. And just as easy as it, because it's cardinal water, just as easy as for as Cancer to attach itself, it can detach itself too. And people will be like, damn, Cancer cold, like, damn. Yeah, it can get like that too, G. Don't get it twisted. Your sensibility, your state of mind, your mental, your emotions, you know, you need to guard, you need to protect that shit. Because there are people, because they can pick up on that shit or they sense that shit, they'll try to come in and attach themselves because they want that energy. They, you know, sometimes, even though you bomb, Cancer Moon, I'm not trying to take that from you, but people can pick up on your light. People can pick up on your energy and want to take that shit away. And so sometimes you got to go to that dark side, that Cancer dark side, and be like, no, you can't come in. Everybody ain't able. You know what I'm saying? You definitely want to isolate, you know, in the sense of like being able to come back to you so you can protect, you know, your energy, so you can refuel your energy. Definitely energy can get drained. Yes, energy can get very, very drained, you know, but and we want a full cup out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Your moon sign determines a lot. I'm sorry, y'all, if y'all can hear that. I know that shit loud. These niggas keep coming back and forth. Your cup needs to be full in order to continue to do the work that you do. You come on this plane to be a healer, you know. And when you have so many things going on around you, have so many distractions and things like that, it's easy for you to get caught up, you know, and you know what I mean? You don't need that. So be wary of the signs. Be wary of the signs, but also know that you have a level of depth, of love, and, you know what I'm saying? Just this pure beauty about you, you know, and I'm not just talking about the outside, but just who you are as a person. You're being divinely guided by the moon, you know, you're being divinely guided by your ancestors, you know what I mean? And man, you know what I'm saying, keep that energy with you, Cancer. You know what I mean? Also, food is another thing. It's kind of like Taurus moon on this. Cancers love food. And another thing that I could definitely say about Cancers too, like Taurus, Cancers are really good for overeating. Like, if, you know, Cancer moon is stressed, or Cancer moon is dealing with a lot of mental or having a hard time coping with these emotions. Cancer loves food, but Cancer will overindulge or go overboard to kind of escape from its emotional feelings, or escape from or processing, or as it's processing its emotions. So, you know, make sure if you are eating, just make sure you're getting a good, you know, balance and a good dosage of healthy foods, of our foods that just keep you energized, and foods that keep you going, foods that don't necessarily stuff you, or, you know, or you know, make you sleepy. It's very easy to get depressed because you feel so many things, because you feel so much at such a deep level, like Scorpio and Pisces. You need to make sure you're taking care of your internal body and your internal organs, you know, because Cancer rules your organs. So you need to be making sure that you take care of that. And also self-love. You know, like I was telling Taurus moon, not just bubble baths and, you know, nice things to take care of yourself, facials and nails done and shits, but just you really appreciating yourself on a deep level. You know, you really appreciating and honoring the sensitivity in you. I remember for me, god damn, I hope y'all can still hear me. Anyway, basically, like, you know, shit, what the fuck was I saying? I don't know. I lost my goddamn train of thought because these motherfuckers, like, it just completely threw me off. It was gonna be real good too, y'all. It was gonna be so good. Damn. I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot. I know it was about self-love. I'm sorry, y'all. I completely lost my train of thought. It's all good, though, because I'm going to be talking more about Cancer anyway. So just make sure y'all stay tuned. My name is Araneae Storm. Like I said, if you want to hit me up, you can hit me up on social media at Araneae Storm. araneaestorm.wix.com/info. And yeah, y'all. Let's get into, I think this is it for the week, but then I'm gonna start getting into the other moon signs and things like that. So like I said, this week will be ending off starting with Aries to Cancer, and then we gonna do Leo to Scorpio next week, and then we gonna close it out. So yeah, thank y'all everybody for tuning in. I appreciate y'all's love. I appreciate y'all's support, and I'll see y'all soon.